Hello guys, hope you guys are doing great. Welcome wherever you are. As always guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for engaging with my teachings. Much love from me to you. So today guys, I want us to talk about energy transmutation, transmuting low, dense, negative energy into high vibrational or high frequency positive energy. So remember that we are energetic beings. Energy plays a very big role in this journey. You will find yourself surrounded by a lot of negativity most of the times, and it becomes a challenge on how can you shift your focus or how can you transform that negative energy into positive, because if you do not do that, it is going to consume you. You will end up feeling anxious, feeling this anger that you have absolutely no idea ukuthi iphumaphi, and you will think it is your energy, where else it is not your energy. So I want us to talk about that today. I am going to use my own personal experience to try and explain how you can transmute low energy into high vibrational energy. So I come from a very toxic family dynamic, very distorted family. Negativity, jealousy, witchcraft, you name it, everything dark is in this family. So somewhere in my journey, I think it was a period where I had just finished with the bloodline karma clearing. Not finished, but I was like kind of halfway, almost, yabo. And my guys asked me to move back home where I grew up. I left this place when I was like 13, and I went to stay with my sister because of the whole drama that was happening here. Drama, serious drama. Yeah, I lived with my sister, and then she passed on, unfortunately, because of a lot of things that were happening in that family. When I say jealousy, guys, I mean serious jealousy, like jealousy that would kill you. That's how hectic this family is. So she passed on, and I continued to stay with her two sons, my nephews. My nephews grew, and I had to leave them. I got my own place. The awakening happened. I did whatever that I was supposed to do, and I was asked, you need to now go back home. I was very frustrated, guys. I was furious. It was so difficult. I did not understand why am I supposed to go back there, because I do not have the best memories. My childhood was hell. Coming from a family where a fight would break out anytime there's forever fighting, there's forever words, you are being abused, you're not understanding ukuthi like ungenapi, that kind of a dynamic. Imagine having to go back to a place like that. I tried to protest so much. I didn't understand why would my guides want me to go back there. I felt like, guys, you have shown me so much about these people through dreams, the witchcraft they did to me, a lot of things they did to me, how I should not trust them, and yet you want me to go back to that place. Are you trying to sell me to the devil or what? But because you do not choose what happens on this journey, I eventually gave in and I came back home. I left my beautiful home and I came back to the toxicity, guys. Luckily for me, actually it wasn't luck. It was planned. Now I realize it was planned. So before I came back, there was a ritual I had to do at my grandparents' house. So we sat as a family, we tried to sort out things, we tried to sort out our differences, we spoke. Yeah, so it's my mother and her sisters. They don't get along. It's something that started a long time ago before I was even born, and it's something that dates back to my ancestors as well. Somewhere in the lineage, the same thing was happening. So it was like a karmic cycle. It was a cycle that has been ongoing, in different generations. So that's how the family dynamic is. They don't get along. So we had to sit down, and I told them that, guys, I got a message from your parents. We have to try and work together, and I have to do something. They asked me to come and do something. So I did that ritual, and I went back. So coming back was not a challenge because already I had opened that door. I had already, tried to calm things, yabo, so that I don't come back to chaos. It was actually a plan. It was a plan because when I came back, the very same people who asked me to come and do this ritual were like, actually, things haven't changed. Actually, they are now worse because they know about your gift, and they are asking themselves, Suguti, why were you the one who's chosen? So it is about to get real. And I was like, this is what I was talking about. Me coming back here was a bad idea. But yeah, there was nothing I could do. I had to stick through and wait for whatever that I was supposed to do. So part of the mission of me coming back here was to heal my childhood traumas, as well as to balance the energy around this place. There was so much negativity, so much darkness. It was so heavy. When I got here, it was so heavy. I could not function. Like, I would get nightmares. I would see things that I never thought I would see in my life. That is the level of witchcraft. Yala. So so my guides told me that you do not trust anyone. They started showing me a lot of family secrets again, things that happened that I did not know about. The very same people who would see these people haven't changed. You guys did whatever that you did. You tried to calm the things down, but it is still the same thing. Nothing has changed. So bear in mind, Uguti, you cannot trust any of these people. Okay. And then something happened. The person who is a problem in the family and has always been a problem in a family got into a fight with me. The usual that she would do, say certain things, want to control people. And I was like, you are not going to do that with me anymore. I am no longer that little girl. So I confronted her. We got into a huge fight, a big fight. I do not know what had possessed me that day, but I was spitting fire. I felt like there was this fire all around me. I felt like I needed to do this a very long time, and now is the moment. And umuntu ogangayo has that attitude yokuthi ngizokuthola, I'll get back at you. I will deal with you. She had that attitude, not knowing ukuthi I am no longer that person. I have changed. A lot has changed about me. She thought that she was going to easily have access to me because now I'm very close, and I left my home. I had to sell my car. So to her, it was more like, things like that, like negative words like that. That's what she thought. She thought, finally I found you. Finally, you thought you were here. Now you are here. You are below us. So I'm going to get you. And we got into a fight, a very big fight, and a lot was said. She said a lot of really mean things to me, and it wasn't for the first time. She has always done that, and I've always been a person, or I've always ignored her. I've always decided, you know what, I'm just going to walk away. I'm not going to entertain this. And I would later come back and try and reason with her, try and understand, I don't want us to fight. I've been that person. I've been that person. Break up and make up. And I would also try and speak to my brothers and my mother and be like, no, guys, you need to understand her better. And me, the whole me. And she showed me flames. She showed me flames, and I was like, I'm the one person who always speaks positively about you, and you go and do me this dirty. Okay, I'm going to show you flames as well. So yeah, a lot was said. Yeah, we fought, guys. We fought. It was a hectic fight. And I decided there and then, Uti, you know what? I don't care what happens. I'm done with this person. Mina, I'm going to focus on myself. I am done with her. And she used to trigger me a lot. Every time she would say something, I would break down and, but this time it was different. I don't know what was happening. It was different. So yeah, she said a lot of things, like really hurtful things. I'm arrogant, I'm evil, I think of myself, I never consider another person, and a load of those things. And I decided that, you know what, it was painful. I took in everything that she said, and I was angry even at my guides. I remember saying to them, guys, you brought me here for this. And it was very hard for my mother as well, because she was like, you should have left her to stay at her house and do whatever that she was doing. It was peaceful there. Now you are bringing her here in this space, this toxic space. How is she going to, your boys in danger? So I was like, it's okay, it's fine. That's how she thinks of me. That is okay. And I sat with those feelings for a couple of days, and I thought to myself, fuck this. Fuck it. I'm actually going to be what you want me to be. I'm going to be that arrogant person. I'm going to be that evil person. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm actually going to wear the shoes because they fit. These shoes that you are giving me, I'm going to wear them, Shem. And I'm going to wear them with pride. So I started actually looking at everything that she said about me. And I asked myself, Wuti, are you really this? Were you actually pretending this whole time? Or are you saying this from a place of a broken heart? Are you going to allow this to break you? Are you going to allow this to make you feel a certain way about yourself? And I was like, hell no. I am going to become that. I'm going to take this negative aspect of being arrogant. I'm going to be arrogant in a positive way. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to pour so much love to myself. The very same way that she said, I care more about me than other people. I'm actually going to start doing that. I'm going to care more about me. I'm going to focus on me, and I'll stop focusing on other people who do not feed into my energy positively, who are just there to take from me and not actually fill my cup. I am going to fill my own cup now. I am done playing nice. I am done playing Mary Magdalene. I am done. I'm actually going to be everything that you have labeled me to be. And as soon as I started doing that, my confidence went up. I started becoming so confident. I do not know how, but I started becoming confident. And that is because I did not allow those negative words or the negativity to eat me up. Instead, I took the negativity and I turned it into positivity by actually embracing those parts of me, not shying away from them or not ignoring them. I stopped caring about what people think of me, how people see me, and I started embracing who I am. I thought maybe actually I needed this person to show me, Uti, this is who you are. This is exactly who you are. And as soon as I decided, Uti, you know what, I'm going to be that person, it worked out beautifully. It worked out beautifully. We went on and she decided, I'm no longer going to talk to you. I'm going to delete your numbers. I'm going to block you. And I was like, awesomeness. The fact that you won't know what is happening about me, the fact that you won't have access to my energy anymore works perfectly for me. And mind you, I already know a lot about you. They've already warned me about you, so it works for my advantage. I don't have to hide anymore because you won't know what is happening with me. You will see me from a distance, but you won't have the courage to come and confront me or ask me whatever that you used to. You won't have access to my WhatsApp. You won't have access to anything. You'll just see me around the yard, but you won't have access to me. And because of the person that I used to be, she thought maybe I'll come around and I'll ask for forgiveness, or I don't know. But that didn't happen. When I decided that, you know what, we can stay in the same yard and not talk to each other for 5 years, Mina, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. And I won't even try and do malicious things or try and, things like that. I just kept a distance. I let her do whatever she wanted to do. And she would say a lot of things. She would say a lot of things that would trigger me. And I would take whatever and be like, yes, I am that. And I am very proud of it. I am happy about it. I stopped responding to her. I started looking at her as this crazy person. I would just see a crazy person. I'd even tell my mother that do not waste your energy there because you are not going to win that battle. That person is crazy and they do not know it. Whatever that they are working with, this entity that is working with her feeds off other people's energy. So the more you argue with her, the more she feeds on your energy. She feeds on people's fears and all of those things. So what you need to do is to keep your energy. Starve that entity from your energy. Let it not get it. And that is what happened. We have been living in harmony with the devil. It is absolutely amazing. She knows absolutely nothing about me. She wants to know. She has been appearing in my dreams trying to talk to me. And I was like, I am not doing it. It is not happening. What you see on the outside is what is happening on the inside. I have stopped caring about you and I have stopped giving you my energy, and I'm not going to. So whatever that you say, it is true. She has said a lot of things to my cousins as well, the neighbors. I've heard a lot of things. News always get to me one way or the other, and I was like, guys, I do not care a damn. I am not going to allow that energy to put me down. Instead, I am going to walk with my head up high. I don't care who says what about me. This is who I am. This is what I am. If you don't like it, that is your problem. So that is how I transmuted the whole negativity that was around me, and I turned it into positivity. And when I did that, things became a lot more smoother. I no longer felt that negativity around me. So the negativity also was the shadows that I have been running away from for a lot of years. I've been running away from certain things that have to do with my childhood. I've been ignoring this person because she contributed a lot in my childhood traumas. So me coming face to face with her was actually a blessing for my journey. It actually did help me to create this beautiful avatar that I have created. So guys, that is how you transmute energy, or that is the best way I can explain the whole process of energy transmutation. And also sometimes if you feel like you are being triggered, or things like that, don't ignore whatever that you're feeling. Acknowledge the emotions, acknowledge them, don't ignore them, acknowledge them, acknowledge them. I always say that you need to acknowledge whatever that you feel, sit with it, talk to the emotions, analyze, and transmute. Shift your focus. Either do something that makes you happy. If you're a person who loves music, put on some happy music so that you will remove the energy from your energetic field. If you're a person who loves gardening, go do gardening. If you're a person who is into exercising, you can exercise. That is how you transmute energy. Don't sit with it, don't sit and let it consume you for a long time. Maybe give yourself a couple of days, 2-3 days max. Don't sit with negativity for a long time. You won't be able to move on with your journey. You will constantly be feeling this heaviness around you. You will constantly have these nightmares and all of this negativity around you. So even when you go somewhere and you start picking up negative energy, brush it off your aura, remove it. Brush it off your aura. Do something that will help you to release that negative energy, and you are going to be okay. So guys, I am going to stop here. I hope this is going to help someone, as always, out there. If it doesn't resonate with you, sorry. If it does, awesomeness. That is me, guys. Have an amazing rest of the day.